Today, we're sharing 5 ways to find and fix those pesky little bugs on your site that cost you sales. Here are the 5 ways. Watch recordings, review heat maps, launch surveys, use console tracking, and recruit the right people. Now, let's find out more about each. First off, watch recordings to uncover issues across user journeys. Session recordings are just video playbacks of people browsing and interacting with your site. Think of them as home movies, but for your business. By watching where users click, tap, scroll, and type, you can spot problems and opportunities. For example, say you know your sign-up page has a rising bounce rate, but you don't know why. Pull up a recording of the page, watch users, and you might well find a bug, like a broken button. Recordings are particularly crucial to use right after an update or a site redesign. And don't forget to explore the additional time-saving functionalities of Hotjar recordings. The frustration score is just one example. Filter your recordings to start with the ones where users are most frustrated. Second, review heat maps of key pages to understand how users interact with them. Recordings give you the individual story of a single user, but heat maps paint the big picture of how lots of users behave on a page. You see colourful hot and cold spots or stripes overlaid directly on your website pages, so you can see where people click and how far they scroll. Visualizing how users behave at scale like this is your fast track to identifying weak spots in your layout, navigation, content hierarchy, and CTA button placement. For example, a digital marketer might analyze a heat map on one of their landing pages. If they spot very few clicks on their primary CTA button and that people aren't scrolling far, then they might move the CTA up above the average fold, hopefully reducing churn and increasing signups for their website or product. Third, launch surveys to discover the real reason behind drop-offs. Not all unhappy users make a support call or email their complaint. Most just get frustrated and leave your site. You can get some amazing insights into what you may be doing wrong if you just ask users why they're leaving at that critical moment. You can do this using an on-site survey and/or using the Hotjar feedback widget. For example, if you run an e-commerce business, you can use a churn survey to reduce shopping cart abandonment. You set up an on-site survey on your checkout page to be triggered every time a user decides to exit your site rather than complete their purchase. That'll give you some leads on what the problem is causing people to drop off. Fourth, use console tracking to catch new JavaScript errors. Like any code, JavaScript can contain bugs, and it often takes time and effort to find and investigate them. Hotjar can track JavaScript errors that occur on your website. You can then view those errors in the console while watching recordings, as well as finding recordings of user sessions with specific errors using the new errors filter. For a pro workflow, try creating a recording segment to track new JavaScript errors on your most important flows. Share them in Slack or tons of other apps via Zapier to keep on top of them in real time. Then watch those recordings to see exactly when the errors happen, which user actions might be causing them, and how these errors impact your UX. Fifth, and finally, recruit the right people to conduct usability tests with confidence. Usability tests are all about seeing whether people can actually complete the tasks they've set out to do on your site. The key here is to make sure you get the right group of testers and that the process doesn't take forever. You can use an end-to-end user interview tool like Hotjar Engage to recruit the right people, host, schedule, record, and transcribe your calls. For example, to test a new feature, you could recruit existing users already familiar with your brand and observe them on your user interview call as they complete tasks on your website. This will allow you to see how people actually use your new feature and critically to pose follow-up questions to really get into the details. Did you find and fix any bugs thanks to our tips? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe for more content like this.